Hello, this is wmpyr here to share with you what I do for fitness, basically. I'm also interested in what you do, so if you could comment below, that'd be really cool. If you make a video response, even better. All right, so on a daily basis, I play around with the eskrima sticks and various blades. I also like to practice karate kata, and I also like to do shadow boxing. Those are the main three things that I like to do specifically for martial arts. There's other stuff that I do, but those are my big three. The important thing is, for me, I don't count that as part of fitness, just because to me that's more a skill development, and I want to be more active in my life. So in order to be more active, if I consider that as also fitness, then I won't be doing as much. So in this video, I want to talk about what I do actually specifically for fitness, all right? And there's various things that I do, and depending on how motivated I am, I'll switch them off, you know, and I'll do just one. If I'm super motivated, I'll do multiple ones together. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about comes from fellow YouTuber Primal Punch, his Zombie Fighter Django workout. It's a really good workout. I modify it, do my own version, but definitely based off of his. This is just 3 pounds. So with this, you know, I'm doing various stuff. And one of the crazy things I like to do is to hold my breath and to throw these big old punches like that 30 times. And then I try to do that total of 3 times within the entire workout. And it's brutal. I'm winded big time like that. I'm trying to challenge the cardio there. I usually just go onto YouTube and find like a motivational video, usually like a Rocky training scene, and then I watch that and it helps me get through it, you know. So the other thing that I like to do is basically a poor man's kettlebell. This is just 15 pounds, but the idea here is to manhandle this thing. So, you know, I'm like tossing it like this and using it like a sledgehammer, you know, doing stuff like that, and practice launching it like this, you know, including some squat movements. Challenge the whole body with this guy. So that's what I do with this. And the next one that I also like to do is running. I like to go run at night, actually. The running that I do is not normal running. I call it martial running, and basically it includes like sprints. I'm moving sideways, practicing footwork and stuff like that, running low. Sometimes I'll even carry weapons while I'm running. I kind of feel like it's more combat realistic that way, so I like to have like a couple of eskrima sticks in my hand as I'm running, you know, so I like to practice that, running on various terrain, different types of terrain and stuff like that. One of the main things with the sprinting is that, man, it really challenges my cardio, and I find myself winded big time, right? So after that, the normal reaction is to want to put my hands on my knees and just be like, you know, I want to do that, you know. But instead, to also work the psychological aspect, I don't want to show any sign of weakness. So I'll go into a karate stance. If I have to, I'll go into a horse stance, and I'll be like, and do this instead of like, you know. So that's one of the main things that I like to practice in that one. Last but not least, this is the workout that I hate the most, actually. If you could see right here, there's just some of these gemstones right there. I use these as counters, and basically what I'm doing here is I'm doing a bunch of sets. Okay, so each set can consist of push-ups, sit-ups, squats, jumping jacks, you know, something like that. And then I'll try to do like at least 3 sets of that, you know. So every time I finish a set, I get to earn one of these gemstones, so I'll get a gemstone. So that's the whole idea, you know. Use them as counters. And if you haven't done this kind of workout before, where you go from one set to the next with minimal or 0 break in between, just treat the whole thing like a race. Like, okay, I'm gonna get 5 gemstones tonight, you know. It's absolutely brutal. It's super brutal. It really, like, let's say normally you could do like 50 push-ups. It may not be easy, but let's say you could do 50 push-ups solid. You're like, okay, I'm pretty fit. I can do 50 push-ups. When you're doing it like this, even though you're doing like only 10 or 15, those 10 become brutal, at least for me. They're super brutal when I have to do them back to back and combine them with other exercises. Like immediately after the 10 push-ups, I go into sit-ups. Immediately after that, I go into jumping jacks. Immediately, mountain climbers, and then go next set, you know.